And germs. Welcome to Dilettante Ball. I'm Johnny.
I'm Spencer.
Here on Dilettante Ball, we go on Wikipedia.
We find out more about the United States of America.
And we talk about it. That's all.
That's all we do.
Last week.
That's all we've ever done.
Last week. Yeah, it is actually. For all 119 episodes, we've just talked about the United States.
Go back and listen.
Please listen to all our episodes. Well, start at like
35
90.
or 40. Yeah, right.
Last week we were extremely surprised by the fourth state to be admitted to the Union. That's Georgia.
It is.
What do you think number 5 is?
South Carolina? There's no way, right?
I'm going to say New York again, and I'm going to keep saying New York until I'm right.
Okay. Yeah, okay.
Let's see.
Eventually you'll be right.
Connecticut.
That's interesting.
It is. January 9th, 1788.
Why were all these countries, what do you call them, countries?
Yeah.
Why were all these countries so small? And then Georgia was like, no, we're just going to take all of this.
I imagine New England. Well, Pennsylvania's big.
Yeah, pretty big. It is pretty big.
Pennsylvania's pretty big.
Compared to all the rest of those little podunk countries.
New York's very large as well.
That is true.
So you're wrong. There are more small states there are more large states than small states.
Do you think it was just a bunch of like rich people that were like, no, we live here now?
Well, I think what it probably was is those were the very first states.
Yeah.
So
countries.
The countries. Sorry. So they stuck together, and then as soon they're like,
oh, we can take more of this?
They walked like 50 feet away. They're like, oh, it's a new place.
Sure. Yeah,
but then
right.
they were
they
like,
didn't want to get killed by Indians.
Yeah, but then they were like, oh wait, there's a lot of space here. We can make these way bigger.
That's kind of funny, isn't it? Right? Like before people knew about stuff.
Yeah.
They're like, oh wait, there's more of this.
Holy
shit! How big is this country?
Yeah. I've been walking for hours.
It's so big. I mean, they had to have dudes explore. Like,
yes.
All right, listen, we're gonna pay you money.
Go figure out what the hell is out there.
All right, we're gonna give you a couple weeks. You should be good. Yeah, we'll be fine. Like, oh my gosh. Well, they're dead.
So, date of ratification, January 9th.
Was Mexico just hanging out?
Mexico
had it been discovered by Spain?
Mexico,
or not discovered by Spain? Like,
wasn't a lot conquered
by conquistadors.
Wasn't a lot of Mexico? Didn't Mexico go up into the what is now the United States?
Yeah, right.
And
like in the California and Texas.
Then there was like some war, Spanish American War.
That
maybe
sounds possible. I know very little about that kind of stuff actually from the point of view of the rest of the world.
Do you remember the Alamo?
Jog my memory.
There's no basement. Yeah, I believe that's the case with Mexico. Also, Mexico's so far away from New England.
Like, that's really interesting. I'd like to see a history of the United States, or
from
rather
an international perspective.
Or more specifically from like an Indian perspective, if one even exists. Because
no, we destroyed it.
I was gonna say it's probably oral tradition, and we just like fucking killed all those Indians. Yeah. That's You know what? That was probably a bad move.
I think the jury's still out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know. That's very interesting.
Yeah.
It's like, well, obviously.
There was tons of shit forever before we got here.
Did they realize? Did the native peoples? Is that what you? Indigenous folk.
Sure.
Did they know how big the United States was? Because like
probably.
How much?
They were a bunch of them were nomadic, so they were all over the place.
They like came down from Asia across like the crazy land bridge. And,
yeah.
Right. I don't know, dude. It's so big. Like, did those guys even talk to each other? You know what I mean?
I believe some Indian languages have, it'll be.
Some of them spoke Spanish and French,
that there are like
English.
In the way that there are like Romance languages. I believe Indian languages work the same way.
I can see that. That makes sense.
So
or you're a big racist, but whatever.
We all speak some form of. I don't even want to say anything because it's gonna be racist. Like whatever I say.
Well, yeah, it's like the word for March in Spanish and English is like the same thing.
Right. Exactly.
It's March.
So, I think it's maize in Spanish. So I assume there was some communication.
Sure.
I mean, in the same way that there would be in Europe.
But it'd be the so let's assume that they came from that land bridge, which I don't even know if that's even a thing.
Who knows?
Was that like a theory
like
when we were in high school?
Yeah.
And it's like, no, that's not real. Actually, we found out.
Yeah.
Okay, well then never mind. Then I was gonna say, what if they came down from that side and they were all hanging out on the West Coast and we're like, all right, Native American Lewis and Clark, we need you to go to the East and explore that way. Oh
shit!
Yeah, right. And those guys found the Pilgrims.
Except they probably just called themselves Americans.
Well, they probably, right. All right, well, just a bunch of us Native Americans hanging out. Why do you keep saying Native Americans?
That's like people in Africa calling themselves African Americans. Like, it's just an insane thing to say.
Right. There's ahead of the curve on that one. So anyway, about Georgia, what were we talking about? Or
it's
Connecticut?
Connecticut.
Let's talk about Connecticut.
All right.
Mexico's not part of the United States yet.
No, not yet. So it was ratified January 9th, 1788.
Okay.
A week after Georgia.
Okay.
So we're getting rapid fire now.
Sure.
Connecticut.
Oh, you guys are doing it too? Oh, I'm totally on board. Let's do it. Like
before it was called Connecticut Colony. Keep it simple, stupid.
I like that. Yeah. Connecticut Colony.
Almost as cool as Rhode Island's original name.
Can't wait to find out what that's
Rhode Island's original name, Rhode Island's current name.
Sure. I'm interested to find out where the name Connecticut came from, because that name doesn't really...
it's probably like...
Nothing presents itself to me.
It's probably an Indian word that
we just co-opted.
It was probably like... Yeah.
Yeah. It means land of the free. I hope it means something like that.
So the flag is just a blue flag with a crest on it, basically, that has strawberries maybe on it. Strawberry plants. I don't know, and it's the same as their seal.
Is it square? It's more. It's more squarish than a typical flag.
So on their seal it says Sigillum Republicae.
Okay.
Connecticutensis.
I feel like that probably just says the official Connecticut seal.
Yeah. Nicknames: the Constitution State.
I don't know where that would come from, actually.
They can all hold their liquor well. They have very high constitutions. The Nutmeg State.
These suck.
The Provisions State.
That's kind of cool. Go with that one first.
How about this one? The Land of Steady Habits.
Whoa, that's cool.
Why is that not the first one?
Well, the first one's like, the Nutmeg State. Like, shut up. The Nutmeg State. No one even knows what that is.
Oh, no.
What?
Motto.
Oh, boy.
Qui transtitolit sustinet.
What does that mean?
He who transplanted sustains.
He who transplanted sustains.
Hey, when we come over to America and kick you, we're the ones who are going to win because we aren't from here. That sucks.
Yeah, that's no good.
State song? Yankee Doodle.
Oh, that's great. I like that a lot.
Official language? None.
Sure.
Demonym?
Connecticut?
Connecticuter. Connecticution, which I like.
That's awesome, yeah.
Nutmegger.
Oh, boy. If you're from Connecticut, you suck, dude.
Oh. What's the capital?
Oh, gosh. Hartford.
Yeah.
Yeah. I knew that one. I don't know why I know that one.
Largest city? Bridgeport.
Sure, whatever.
Largest metro? Greater Hartford. Area ranked 48th. Little baby.
I like that, yeah.
Little baby. Population ranked 29th. Density ranked 4th. Makes sense.
Oh, sure, because it's so small. Yeah.
Before statehood, Connecticut colony. Governor, Daniel P. Malloy.
Okay, that's a good name.
Lieutenant Governor, Nancy Womyn.
No way.
Wyman.
No way. That's like vandalism. There's no way that's her real name.
Well, I mean, the women that you would spell like that would be Womyn.
Oh,
so it's not.
No, I just put as many Y's as I can fit.
Wymyn. Women. Wow. What do we got here? What do we got? Eastern time zone, obviously.
Boy.
If you want to learn more, you can visit ct.gov.
That's in their Wikipedia article?
Mm-hmm.
Jeez, they're really reaching
their
for
website.
It's in the body of their article?
It's in the like little info
okay.
box.
That's not so bad.
Connecticut
is the 5th state of the United States.
For more info.
Yeah.
Connecticut is the southernmost state in the northeastern region of the United States known as New England. Oh, okay, so it's the southernmost New England state.
I'm not even confident that I know what... Is there a very
yes,
hard and fast, these are the New England states? Because there's not such a thing with the South.
That's true.
People aren't... It depends on who you ask.
Yeah. It's strange to me, not knowing anything about football, that there is a team called the New England Patriots. Just a whole region.
Yeah. Well, I mean, all these states are so small.
Yeah.
Sorry, all these countries are so small. They're just like glued,
Yeah.
But then Boston has a couple good, like Boston Red Sox.
That's not a football team.
No, I'm just saying, but sports in general.
Okay, well, I was talking about football.
And then is New York part of New England?
No. Which is strange.
Really?
Well, it was originally called New Amsterdam, which is not New England. It's not England.
Wow,
not old
that's
England.
a good way to remember that. I like that.
I mean,
that's a real thing I just learned.
Did you not know that it used to be called New Amsterdam, or you just?
But I didn't really think like it's New Amsterdam, so of course it's not New England. Like, duh, that makes so much sense. That's awesome. It's like such a useless piece of trivia.
I hope I'm wrong on that.
I do too,
but I'm not.
That
but
makes so much sense. I love that.
Is Maine part of New England? I feel like it's not.
No, it can't be, right? I mean, if New York's not.
What about?
Well, shit, isn't Boston above New York?
Fuck, dude, I don't know.
I mean, we're getting into a whole can of worms on this one.
Let's not talk about it. It's bordered by Rhode Island to the east. This might help us.
Okay.
Massachusetts to the north and New York to the west.
So
that doesn't help me.
Okay.
And Long Island Sound to the south. Its capital city is Hartford. The state is named after the Connecticut River. That doesn't help.
Oh gosh, that sucks. We're never gonna know.
A major U.S. river that approximately bisects the state. The word is derived from various anglicized spellings of an Algonquin word for Long Tidal River.
For Long Tidal River.
Long Tidal River.
Oh, tidal.
So
tidal.
So
hey,
first of all, that's probably not what. I mean, some white dude was probably like, "Yeah, this is an Algonquin word," but it's just not at all.
Yeah. Well, not only hey, look, we're gonna take our land from you. Okay, that's cool. It's ours now. But don't worry, we're gonna name it after you. No, we don't like that word, so we're gonna make it an English word instead. This means river. River. Can you say river?
Yeah, I can. You've been here for a long time. And,
200 years, dog.
Yeah. And you've ruined my country, and I had to learn English so that I could become a lawyer, so that I could sue you to get my land back.
Yeah, right.
But because I'm not white, I can't practice. I'm in jail.
Yeah. Straight up, excuse me, sir, are you white? No, I'm not actually.
Gunk.
10, 20 life.
If you're not white.
Right.
10, 20 life. Yeah, I mean that's.
Do you remember those commercials?
Yeah, I do.
If you commit a crime with a gun, it's 10 years. If you commit a crime and shoot the gun, it's 20 years. If you commit a crime, shoot the gun, and it hits somebody, that's life, buddy.
I feel like it should just be life for
straight
all
up.
of them.
Oh, you committed a crime?
Oh, you own a gun? Life.
It's like the founding fathers would
But it's in the Constitution. No, it's not. It's in it's an amendment.
Yeah, right.
Well, it's a test. That amendment's a test. And if you fall for it, you're in jail.
Right, you should have read all the amendments first, and at the end,
if you get down to the last one, ignore
the first 10 amendments.
Connecticut is the third smallest state by area, the 29th most populous, and the fourth most densely populated of the 50 states. Called the Constitution State, the Nutmeg State, the Provision State.
Where do any of these names come from?
I don't know. And the Land of Steady Habits.
That's a good one.
It was influential in the development of the federal government of the United States. Much of southern and western Connecticut, okay, can you really break it up into southern and western Connecticut? Along with the majority of the state's population, is part of the New York metropolitan area.
I didn't know that.
That's interesting. That reminds me, my great-grandparents, who I knew very well.
Have I met them?
No, they're dead.
Okay. But I didn't answer my question, though.
I
have met them.
Yeah.
Lovely people.
Because they both died when I was in high school, so I knew them very well.
Okay, wow. Your great-grandparents?
Yeah.
That's very cool.
I'm sure I've told you this, probably on air, but there's a picture of him. There's a 5-generation picture. It's me, my mother, her father, his mother, and her mother. It's really dope.
That is really cool.
I don't have it, so I don't ask for it.
Sweet. Do I have it?
Maybe
I might have it.
I think it's in the urn with my grandparents' ashes that you have.
For real? Oh yeah. The urn I have? Okay.
No, I mean the picture's at my dad's house, so I could find it if I wanted to, but I don't because I don't care because half those people are dead. I'm one of them. I'm a ghost.
Right.
So I knew them very well, and they worked in New York City, and they grew up in New York. But I don't know.
That's so cool, right? Growing up in New York City.
Yeah, they I don't know where. I assume
Stickball Alley.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But they eventually moved to Connecticut, but commuted to New York.
Okay.
So it's real, people.
Oh, so it's not just some made up Wikipedia article.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I guess I'll buy it then.
Yeah.
It's your third-hand source story has convinced me that it is real.
Yeah. I'll edit the Wikipedia article and annotate it with
Johnny O'Mara's grandparents.
Great-grandparents.
Citation needed. That's pretty. Yeah. I mean, it feels like. Why is New York let's not talk about Connecticut anymore.
That's fine.
Okay.
I mean, we've covered it all.
Well,
we've covered
let's
southern
talk about
and western Connecticut.
Is Connecticut
Connect I cut a little rock.
What? Where's the little
Arkansas.
Oh, okay.
That's
okay.
Yeah.
I was gonna say here's a good
want to remember the capital of Arkansas?
And how to spell Connecticut.
Connect I cut Arkansas. Little Rock.
No, but that's where Is crab fishing part of Connecticut, or is that more?
I feel like that's all New England. New England's
I love
all
that.
about crabs and lobsters.
I really, yeah, I like that a lot. Have you heard of? You've probably seen these pants. I bet they're like bright red traditionally, and have little like ducks
claws.
or crabs or whatever sewn on them in a sort of like a haphazard manner. Can you picture that sort of a thing?
Bright red pants.
Yeah, sure. Or not necessarily, but that specific type of pants is a very New England specific.
What I'm imagining in my head is blue and white seersucker shorts with small embroidered horses or frogs, maybe.
Sure, I don't know. I can't speak to the animal for sure on those pants. That's a very Southern fraternity sort of thing. Now, they got that from these pants I'm describing right now, which are known as go to hell pants, because they're so just the craziest pants of all time, and you have to be like a rich New Englander to be like, I don't give a goddamn. I'm on my own yacht wearing the pants I want to wear, dude. Go to hell.
That sucks.
It's pretty sweet though.
I hate that.
I have so much money, I don't even care what kind of crazy pants.
There are no crab or lobster fishermen who are wearing those pants.
Yeah, no, for sure. No, those are all like old money.
Like my great grandfather killed a lobsterman
and stole his
land in his boat.
Right. And then exactly. Like captured Native American slaves to run it and profited on their hard labor. Right. Those kind of guys. Yeah. No,
real salt of the earth guys.
I feel like a real New England fisherman would just be wearing like a cable knit sweater like all the time. Yeah, right.
Cable knit sweater and those like
those long duffel coats. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. I'm way into that style, dude.
That's so fucking cool.
I've been playing a lot of this video game called Assassin's Creed Black Flag, and it's just you're just playing as a pirate, and the whole game I'm just sailing around the ocean, like in the Caribbean.
In a cable knit sweater.
Looking for a white whale.
Ahoy!
Yeah. What's up, dude?
Permission to come aboard?
But yeah, I don't know. I'm just like so enamored with that type of person. I don't know. I don't know what it is.
It's just it's a hardy type of person.
It is a hardy type of person.
That's cool. Well, because it's like something that we'll never have. I read this very interesting article actually about lumbersexuality, which is
there's a whole article about that.
I mean, I'm sure there are many.
Okay,
but
okay. Go ahead.
I mean,
you might describe me as.
I'm looking at you right now. You're wearing a plaid shirt, and you like have a beard.
I've been growing my beard out for 3 months. And yeah. But I also have a nice haircut though. That's right. The only difference between a lumberjack and a lumbersexual is the
lumberjacking.
Is the actual hard work and labor.
So it was talking about how that's like sort of a new form of masculinity. It was interesting. Check it out.
I agree.
But it's also like a weird, like appropriation almost. Because we're sitting in here in like a nice Chicago apartment.
Right. I've never done a day of hard labor in my life. Yeah.
So whatever.
It's weird. I feel weird about that kind of stuff. It feels like I really want to go out and actually do these things, but I don't have.
So hard.
But it's so hard. I just want to grow a beard and sit in the Starbucks. I'm the mayor of this Starbucks. Oh, you guys
smell like fish all the time.
When do we eat? What are we supposed to eat here? Oh, we eat this stuff? That's gross, dude. Gross, dude.
Yeah, but your beard is looking solid.
Thanks, man. But anyway, we've both been growing our beards out.
Yeah.
And we're about 3 months in.
Yeah.
You're a little more.
I think I'm about 2 weeks ahead of you.
About 2 weeks ahead of me. And it's good. You're Jessica, the official girlfriend of Dilettante.
Correct.
She doesn't like you to have a beard.
No.
But you say, I don't care.
Yeah, I say go to hell. This is my go to hell beard.
I
got crabs and lobsters all sewn into it. Fuck you.
Yeah,
this is my beard.
It smells great, dude, by the way. It's real good.
What if they made cologne like you know how like it's like all woody and stuff.
Sure.
What if they made it like you smell like a fucking longshoreman, just like clam,
some like oil and seafood,
salt water and like clam gristle.
Yeah, and like tar that you would like use to like caulk your boat. Just like real good. Yeah, salt of the earth kind of guys.
How many more times can we say salt of the earth in this podcast?
Real, Real
Isn't it
hearty.
interesting that salt of the earth and salting the earth is something that a salt of the earth person would never do.
Where does that even come
how
from?
ironic.
You know, it comes from the Bible. When Saul, what was his name?
Saul Turthman.
MD. When his wife, what's that fool's name? Whose wife turned and like Lot?
Jesus.
Lot's wife turned around and looked at the city they were escaping.
She turned into a pillar of salt.
Real salt of the earth.
Is that where that comes from?
Yes.
It's. I don't believe you.
You shouldn't. That's a true Bible story. It's a true made-up Bible story.
Well, yes. But what I mean is that where the
Yeah, you know that classic.
I think Shakespeare made it up.
Shakespeare made up that classic Hebrew phrase, "salt of the earth," when it was translated, from the Hebrew. It all makes sense. I saw something the other day that says that the Bible was translated. Well, first of all, it was translated incorrectly. I'm sure in many places.
Well, how many English versions of the Bible are there? Or are you talking about like
no? So the official King James version or whatever.
The
King
only
James
Bible
version
of Dilettante Ball. What's Dilettante Ball's official version of the Bible? Is it King James?
No,
or,
it's the Quad.
The Quad.
The Quad. It's the King James Bible, the Book of Mormon, the Pearl of Great Price, and the Doctrine and Covenants.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You don't.
I mean, I know the first two.
Don't worry, I'll get you a quad. We can.
What are the third and fourth ones?
Those are other
and Dianetics.
And Dianetics. Yeah, those are other the quints.
What are the third and fourth ones?
Those are other Mormon scriptures.
Okay, you guys are just getting greedy now.
It's
so is
it's
that
the New Testament?
That's what I was just gonna say. It's like
the Newer Testament.
Oh no, it's just another
Right.
testament of Jesus Christ.
No. So the Book of Mormon is a New Testament. This is like a Newer Testament. Like it was written. It was like I don't know. No, the Pearl of Great Price is like. Oh, look, we found these other scrolls.
So are they the Dead Sea
They're
Scrolls?
The Dead Sea Scrolls.
Of the
Or
Latter-day Saints?
The Dead Sea Scrolls might be I don't know. It's something crazy. Like, it's like that, though, for sure. Yeah. It's like, oh, these are scrolls from Moses. These are Moses scrolls. Or, like, wherever whatever it is. And it's like, well, I mean, why not?
These are Dan scrolls.
Because
it's like in America.
Hey, my name's Dan, and I found these things. So.
Yeah, so Jesus.
Right. So, I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's no less believable than any other.
What does the NIV stand for? New International Version. That's it.
Sure. I wouldn't know. I only read the King James version.
New International Version is my version.
Yeah. Well, I read King James version as
a supplement.
No. Yeah, it's a part of the Quad. Yeah. No, as read by Stephen Fry.
This is the whole time. On the first day, God created what did He create? Light.
Well, yeah, sure. That sounds good.
Every line
Stephen's credulous.
Like, and on the seventh day he rested. Whoa!
Can't believe I'm getting paid for this. Did you see he's like marrying like an 18-year-old dude?
Hell yeah! Hey, I mean,
oh yeah, I have nothing wrong.
I mean,
I don't care that he's gay at all. That's whatever. But yeah, it's like this crazy like Hugh Hefner style. Like,
well, it's the same. Dudes do that all the time with women. So it's like, well, yeah, if that's what if you're rich as shit, you get do that. You fucking whatever do that.
Right.
Hell yeah! And then when he turns 21, and you knock his ass out, and you marry another 18-year-old. That's what you fucking do.
You get a whole stable of them, dog.
Yeah, you just got to get them lined up.
Right. I don't know, man. It's pretty. Yeah, I saw a picture.
What in the world?
Yeah.
What in the world does Stephen Fry have in common with an 18-year-old?
Nothing.
I don't have anything in common with an 18-year-old. I'm an idiot.
Yeah, right. Yeah, imagine being like the smartest man in Britain.
For real.
And then like also you're like almost 60. Like, dog, you don't.
You've like lived a proper life.
Yeah, right.
And you're smart as shit.
Right. What's this?
And you're in the Guinness Book of World Records for most unique voices in an audiobook.
That was Stephen. I'm sorry. Was that Stephen Fry? Are you sure?
I'm 100% sure. He's co-owner of the title with Jim Dale.
And for what book?
Harry Potter 7.
There's no way that's true anymore.
Oh, maybe not.
And I'm gonna tell you why. Do you know why?
Probably Game of Thrones.
Bingo. Yeah.
But they might not have done crazy voices.
He did do crazy voices. I listened to him do it.
That's crazy.
When
did the audiobook come out?
After Harry Potter, I imagine. Yeah, because I mean, like Game of Thrones is so weird because it came out like the first one was like 98.
Right.
And then it got popular like 5 years ago. It was like, oh, okay, sure.
I guess I have to finish writing them.
Yeah, basically is what happened. Yeah.
Oh, money.
Yeah.
It's
weird that
that's the same year that Harry Potter came out in the United States.
98. That's interesting.
Came out in 97 in England, and the final battle in Book 7 takes place in 1998.
Yeah, that's true. You know why I know that's true? Because you just said it, and I trust you. Yeah. Isn't it weird that J.K. Rowling is from Georgia, and we happen to be talking about her right now?
Yeah. You know what's exceptionally weird is Georgia was our last episode. This is Connecticut.
What are we talking about this week?
Connecticut.
Connecticut?
Yeah.
Well, she's from Georgia, so it doesn't matter.
Smell you later. I'm reading Harry Potter right now. It's pretty good. I'm in 5.
What is it?
Harry Potter? You know the Harry Potter movies? They were based on books. The books are called Harry Potter.
What movie was that?
Harry Potter.
This has been a Peaches and Hot Sauce presentation.
Peaches. Hot Sauce. 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 It's your peaches.